All right, what's up everybody? I'm Blitz5 and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about PUBG Survivor Pass Vikendi and also going over all the XP needed to reach the maximum level, which is currently 100. So first, I want to say a quick thing here that please bear with me as I record this video. There's a ton of information here. I've put everything into a Google Sheet, which is basically Excel, and at first glance, it might just be a lot of numbers and your eyes might glaze over, but stick with me here. I'm going to try to go through this quick and hopefully make it entertaining for you guys to understand. So when you play PUBG, you can kind of understand what's going on here and you can really see for yourself if this is achievable or not with your play style and what's going on. Because there's been a lot of people critiquing PUBG in their Survivor Pass. Some of that is rightfully so, but once you see this breakdown, hopefully you'll have some more information on that. Second, obviously, there's the PC version of the game and the console version of the game. I'll get into some of the differences there, but for the most part, the XP breakdown has been the same so far, even though they've changed some of the missions. And thirdly, I know that this exists all over the internet already, but not really in this form, and I haven't seen anybody breaking it down in an Excel sheet like this from a section by section basis with all of the information. I've seen people totaling everything out, but when you read that post, you just see, yeah, okay, I need 1 million. Oh, the breakdown, the weekly breakdown, okay, I'm not going to do it, or people complain or whatever. So I haven't seen anybody doing it in this capacity, and I did this for the Sanhok Pass, and people enjoyed it. I had a good response from that, so I wanted to do it again with Survivor Pass Vikendi. All right, so with that being said, let's get into this. So first and foremost, let's talk about how much XP you need to reach 100. Technically, you know, there are 100 levels, but since we start at level 1, we need to achieve 99 levels. XP per level is 10,000, so every time you get 10,000 XP, you level up. So the total XP needed is technically 990,000, not 1 million, because again, we start at level 1. That's what that little asterisk is right there. And then first, I figured we should start off with the weekly XP because that's what people are concerned about on a weekly basis. And again, like I said here, the missions have changed a little bit from PC to console, and also PC has been making some tweaks for some of the difficult missions and also the daily missions. And PC has it broken down between free and premium, so that's what I have on the side here. But after looking at the weeks, they're the same amount of XP on a week-to-week basis from PC to console. So normally what you see here is that the first missions will be broken down into this XP format, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000, 8,000. And then the premium XP is broken down, and it's not in like high to low order. It's 8,000, 3,000, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000, 8,000. And I think in some cases I just did it from least to greatest, but when I started it off, I had it how it was actually portrayed in the missions. But then I have some kind of asterisks here, things that I've highlighted. What I did is in week 4, I noticed there's actually more XP. Same thing for week 8. And unfortunately, we are in week 8 on PC. And as I record this video, today is February 12, 2019, just to date it. So we don't know what the XP for week 9 and for week 10 are going to be. For example, week 10 could have a dramatically higher XP to help people get into the, you know, higher levels of the pass. And I feel like this is something that PUBG could possibly do, especially because it's not out yet. And I know that sometimes towards the end, like on console, they extended the pass. They gave out some additional things, so I wouldn't put that past them to alter this. But right now, for the most part, out of the 8 weeks publicly available, which is also another reason why I kind of held off on making this video. I was trying to see what the deal was with all the different weeks. Out of the 8 weeks, 6 of them are the same with 57 total 1,000 XP that you can earn. And then 2 of them have additional XP, 62,000 and 59,000. So there's an additional 5,000 here, 2,000 there, additional 7,000. So for the most part, I've seen everybody calculate this with 620,000 XP when so far now there's an additional 7,000, which I know isn't a huge deal, but that's almost 1 additional level. And with week 9 and 10, this could become over 1 additional level. And then on top of this, we have the bonus XP. So if you were to complete all of the challenges in 1 week, you do get an additional 5,000 XP. But this makes it really tough. When you see this total here, 627,000, this is if you achieve every single mission. So unfortunately here, if you don't get the bonus for every week, you're going to be 50,000 XP behind. So if you calculate 5,000 times 10, 50,000, plus all of the missions that you didn't achieve. So for example, if you didn't achieve one of the 8,000 missions across 10 weeks, that's 80,000 XP, plus an additional 50,000 off your 627,000 total. So this is like the biggest XP that you can get is from the weekly missions. And even then, you know, you need to get all of these to even get close to the 1 million mark, which we'll keep going on. So this is the weekly breakdown. You have total of basically, you could say 62,000 for each week if you complete them all, and then so far week 4 and week 8 again have a little bit more, 67,000 total and 64,000. So you really need to do these weekly missions if you want to come close, because out of the million, this is the biggest chunk of XP that you are going to get towards that goal. So that's the weekly missions right there. Then on to the beginner missions. These are all really easy to do. I got most of these off the bat. I have one left to do that's just dropping in Pachinki because I haven't been playing Erangel. So these are pretty much a guarantee for everybody playing the game that's even a below average player for the most part, right? There's that one mission, the things you'll break, that is kind of difficult, which I have a video on my channel where you need to go around the map and break certain items. That's one thing that you're not going to get by just randomly playing the game. But this gives us roughly 20,000 XP, 19.5 to be exact. Then we have the premium missions, so beginner missions, premium missions on top of that, which I thought they were going to give you more XP when you unlock them. Again, another reason why I was waiting to make this video. But the only thing you get after the linked mission is cosmetics. And that's another thing that you can kind of, well, I guess I'll get into that in the end, is what is the value of all the stuff that you're getting. At my point, I feel like I'm at level 30 and that I've already gotten kind of my value at it, but obviously I want to hit level 100, and we'll talk about that at the end. So getting back to that, the premium missions, there's 5 missions in total, all worth 3,000 XP in the beginning section, and that gives us a total of 15,000 additional XP. And then we have the Vikendi premium bonuses, which you get for, I think this is wrong, this shouldn't say 7, there's actually more than that, 7 bonus levels. Or no, I think the total 7 bonus levels. Okay, that's what I meant there. So this is if you buy the pass, the Vikendi premium bonus, what additional XP do you get? So when you buy the pass, you actually get a free level, and then this dramatically kind of goes down here and then bumps up a little bit in the end. So level 4, you get 5,000 XP bonus, and so on and so forth. Level 13, 5,000, all the way down to level 93, you get an additional 5,000 XP. So there are a total of, let's see here, 14 rewards if you buy the premium pass and can make it to level 93, and if you do, you will be rewarded an additional 70,000, which is what I meant here, 7 bonus levels. But you don't just get this for buying the pass, you obviously have to hit these levels to achieve them. So what I did here is additional missions and bonuses, and we added all this stuff up. So we get 19,000 from the beginner mission, premium, and bonus, and this gives us an additional 104,500 XP, so we could say roughly 105,000 XP. And then we add this to the weekly total if we were to do every single mission and get the bonus XP, and this gives us 731,500 XP, roughly 732,000, and we still have a deficit of 258,000 XP. So the math that I'm doing here is that we need XP required to hit level 100 is 990,000 minus all of the XP gained from premium, beginner, the bonus, and the weekly missions if you guys are following me here. So if you do all of the missions in the game that are possible and level up to 93, you will have 731,000, which probably isn't even up to get you to level 93 actually, so you'll be below this, and you'll still need 258,000 XP and additional 500 on top of there, so we could say 259,000 if we want to round up. So then this gets into the daily missions and survival daily time, kind of calculating how much do we need to play to make up for this XP deficit that we have on this side. And even then, this is difficult to do. You know, this is not easy. Some of these missions are pretty hard. We're in week 4 on console, and one of them right now is to throw 10 grenades in a match, and I don't know if I've ever seen 10 grenades in a match. So that's definitely not an easy mission to achieve, but for the most part, most of them are achievable over time, and some of them you don't even really need to try to do. So getting back to the daily missions, so each week, every day we have, I was going to say each week, every day we have 3 missions. So mission 1, mission 2, mission 3. Here are their totals, and it totals up to 4,250 every single day possible XP. I don't know why that just moved, but luckily we have Control Z. So then I did a little calculation here on times achieved. Like, how many times do you think you're going to achieve this in a month? And this is a pretty big difference here. If you were to do this every single day, you get almost 300,000 XP, and if you were to only do this 20 times, you get 85,000 XP. So doing this every day makes up your total, but theoretically, I don't think anybody could possibly do this every single day. And this is where I get a little bummed out here by the daily mission XP, because for myself, I stream on YouTube daily during the week, Monday through Friday, and I try to play on the weekends from time to time, but there's still days that I miss playing XP. There's times when I can't play. A lot of times I miss playing on the weekends, or if I have an event or I go somewhere and I can't play for the day, and that's me. I do this every single day for the most part, right? But the average person can't play every single day. So they're definitely not going to be able to hit the 70 times. And even for me, let's say that I skip every single weekend. It just averages out. Maybe I go away every weekend, or I have an event with my friends, or something like that, right? So if that's the case, over the 7 weeks, 70 days worth of XP, or 10 weeks, so 10 times 7 is 70. If you were to miss every weekend, that's about 20 days missed in the pass. So that takes you right to here if you were to play every other day on top of that. And that's saying that you get every mission every time. There's been days where I haven't been able to finish the missions. So I feel like this is like, to me, these numbers are really hard to achieve. So I would guess that the average player is going to be somewhere in like the 30 to 50 range of times achieved on these missions. And not, like I said, not everyone can play every single day. So let's say the average is 40, or do you want to go in the middle? We could say it's 45, right? We'll go right in the middle. They play half of the pass, which is a lot. I know not everyone is going to play half the pass, but they're going to be in between 170 and 212,000. So let's say it's 190,000. We'll just split it in the middle. They're still 60,000 XP away from being able to hit this XP deficit. But then what comes into play is there's also the survival time that you get when you play a game. But this system to me is kind of crazy. And I did the math here today. I'm happy I did it because I didn't really know how you earned time in this system. I thought it was kind of just a 1-to-1 ratio. But it turns out that the way the survival time is achieved is that you get survival daily, the limit is 4,800 points, and you get points based off of time elapsed in the game times 10. So if you were to survive for 30 minutes in a game, you would times that by 10, and you get 300 points. And to survive 30 minutes in a game, you basically have to be towards the end of the match. If you're in Sanaka or Vikendi, that basically means you're in the top 2 or top 3 teams. And if you're on Erangel or Miramar, it's a little bit different because those maps are bigger and the time is a little bit longer. So making it 30 minutes in a match is not an easy task. And even at that, you only get 300 points for that match. So I did it right here. If you were to survive 30 minutes, you get 300 points, and that equates to a half hour, okay? So then that's only 300 out of your 4,800 XP. So if you were to play the game for, say you play PUBG, you get on at night, and you play for 3 hours with your friends, right? Part of that time is getting into the lobby, talking to your friends, turning on your Xbox. Say you get on at 7, and you're going to get off at 10 p.m. at night. So you turn on your Xbox, you get in a party with your friends, you queue up, you're in a lobby. I feel like outside of the game, that's going to take up at least a half hour of your time, right? Taking a break in between, maybe someone goes to the bathroom. So say you a half hour of your time is wasted doing that. And then say you get 3 games in, or 3 to 5 games in at that point. If you die in one of your squad, you're not going to get any survival time. If your team dies right off the bat, like you do a hot drop, you're not going to get any survival time. So to me, the average person is only going to be able to get 30 to 60 minutes of survival time a day out of this 4,800 allotted. So I really don't see, and for me, even for myself, I stream for 4 hours a day during the week, and I don't come anywhere near this because I'm talking to the stream. You're getting in and out of matches. If you're hot dropping, you're doing missions. Say you survive the whole length of the match twice. Again, that's just an hour, and say the additional minutes add up to 120, and that's me. I'm streaming for 4 hours a day. So I did a little scenario here. So say you played, again, we'll do 45 days, which is a lot. I mean, this is to play half of the days every other day of the month of the 70-day pass is a lot to me. I just don't think the average person can play this many times, you know. And we'll say that their survival time is 60 minutes. So say they played a bunch of games and they ended up surviving for 60 total minutes. We have 45 days times 60. This only gives us 27,000 XP, which to me is crazy. So if you were to play 45 days, 190 XP, or say 40 days right here. Actually, let's even bump it up to 50 just because it's on the list here. So say you play 50 days and you get all of the missions, plus you're doing all the missions in this time, and you get 212,000 XP, plus you survive for 60 minutes, 45 of those days in the match. That's not enough to make up your XP deficit. And this is saying that you've done everything before here. You've done everything in all the 10-week missions, beginner missions, premium missions, and everything in the Vikendi Premium Pass. So let's bump this up just a little bit more. Let's say that you survive for 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. This just takes you 212 plus 54. You're still right below that amount, which is crazy, right? 212 plus 54 is, 260, 266, right? 266, yeah. So then you'd be right above this amount. So you'd have to play half the time and survive for 2 hours every single night to get to that point. And that's a lot. So playing for 2 hours is one thing. Surviving for 2 hours is a completely different thing. That's a lot of total game time, which to me makes this a little bit harder. So there you go. If you guys are wondering how much XP you need to make it, you can follow this calculation yourself. Basically know that you need to do everything in the missions, and then you're going to need to be playing a lot of time here. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about this, I've reviewed this before I made this video, so in preparation for recording it. But like I said, I think I'm more in this level. So I think I'm around the 40 to 50 days played, and I don't have enough XP. I don't think I'm going to have enough XP by the end of this pass to hit this deficit, and I'm really going to need to make up for it now in time played. So say you end up doing this, say you have a lot of time to play, or on the weekends you really crush a lot of time. You could, if you play for 180 minutes, but that's 45 times. I don't think that's possible. I just don't think that's possible. Let's say you did, what is this? 300 is 5 hours. That's too much survival time. 4 hours of survival time, and let's say you did this 10 times. That gives you an extra 24,000 XP. So you could kind of break it down like this if you had like a marathon gaming session over the weekend. But somehow, some way, I'm going to need to make up this extra XP via this system. And fortunately for me, I allegedly will be getting some kind of reward from PUBG because I won a contest, and they're going to be allegedly sending me 10 levels. I say that because I was supposed to receive it 2 weeks ago and I still haven't. So me receiving these bonus 10 levels will definitely help me ensure that I get to level 100. But again, for the average player, I really don't know if this is possible to achieve level 100. I really don't think it is. I don't think there's enough time, and that's saying that you did every single mission, and the average player or below average player, even if they play a lot, might not be able to do some of these missions. So to me, I know there's a lot of XP to be made here, especially if you play every single day and you're the exception. But my opinion here is that this is not possible for the average player, and that's a bummer because I totally thought it would be, unless they extend the time here at the end, or week 9 or week 10 have more XP than we imagined. According to the analysis here, or if they add some kind of XP in later in the event, which again, I could totally see them doing. But it's just unfortunate to see that there really isn't enough stuff here. There should be a lot of missions. I mean, I'm not saying make it easy, but I'm saying give people options here. I really like the beginner missions. I feel like there should have been way more beginner missions, like 100 beginner missions, almost like achievements for so many people to enjoy getting, and that could have helped out a lot. I mean, look at these totals here. All of these extra missions only total up 100,000. That's not a lot, and they made it sound like, oh, there's so many different categories here. There's the beginner missions, premium missions, and then the challenge missions don't even give you XP. They just give you coupons. So that was kind of a fake out there too, because I thought there was going to be a whole nother section giving us XP. And then before I end the video, this also comes into question, what is the worth of this pass? So I'm saying, I just said previously that I don't think this is possible for the average player to achieve, but the value is still there. So if you pay $10 and you only make it right now, again, I said I'm at level 30. I feel like I've gotten, I'm not saying that it was a good deal. I'm not saying it was a good deal, or that, I'm happy where I'm at because I want to achieve everything. But for $10, I've received a decent amount of skins so far. I've received various weapon skins. I've received a ton of different outfit skins, hats, the fur jackets, pants, all of that stuff. And again, to buy the clown costume, which is just one costume in the game, cost almost $20 in-game money. So for $10, I've gotten various costumes, skins, and all of that stuff in the game. BP and all the additional things, and that's just at level 30. So once I get to level 50, that will even increase even more. So I think it depends on how you value cosmetics. I feel like if you can make it up to level 30, 40, 50, that the $10 is worth it if you like cosmetics, and that everything after that is bonus. But obviously everybody wants to reach 100 to get all of the great things. All of the great things are at the end. There's the beard cosmetic, there's the horse head cosmetic. People want that stuff. So you just have to kind of think about what you're going to do here, and if you're willing to spend money on buying more levels, which is kind of what people accused PUBG of doing in the beginning anyways, that they're making this so difficult so that people buy and spend more money, which a lot of people were frustrated about. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you just totally mad about this in general? Are you okay with it being difficult, and do you think that eventually they'll come out with more stuff? Are you just happy with it because you like doing missions? It's only $10, but $10 can be skewed either way. You know, you're paying for something, they should just give us more XP. The cosmetics aren't that hard to make. You know, they need to make money. There's so many different angles you can take with this kind of stuff that it's hard for me to get it out in a concise manner, because I see every side and there's various angles. There's not just two sides here. There's many, many sides to the story. But overall, I think they need more missions, and hopefully they come out with them soon. And the major takeaway here, TLDR, is that if you do every single mission and receive all of the bonus missions for paying for the pass, you're still going to be at a deficit of almost 260,000 XP, and you need to figure out how much you're going to need to play on a daily basis or weekly basis, and the missions that you're going to need to do to make up for that 260,000 XP, roughly. Technically, it's 258,500. So anyways, I hope you guys found this informative. If you did, please like the video or share it with somebody that you know that loves PUBG. I'm a small content creator out here, so that stuff really, really helped me out. Subscribe to PewDiePie, but you know, subscribing to the small content creators means even more, and I appreciate any feedback. Constructive helps me in recording future videos and all that stuff. So as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.